Hello, welcome back. I do have something special, very special today. So I've been trading this trade idea, this model. Wait, talking about the 2 a.m. scam trade, the 2 a.m. secret strategy for Nasdaq. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Oh, music is out. Okay. So let's see. Put myself to the right. Camera, smaller camera. I still have to find out how to do this properly. I am not good with configuring OBS. 1 second. There you go. All right. This should be automated, and I can't find out how to do it. Okay. You ready? We're ready. Okay. This is special. This is something I've been trading since I published this tweet. I was looking, well, what time? When was this tweet published? Let me show you. Okay. So I was doing some statistical analysis, right? And I published this tweet. This tweet is from what? 29 December? Really? Okay. So it's already been many months. Okay. So in December, I ran a statistical analysis which analyzed the 4-hour candles. There's 6 4-hour candles. The one the 2 or 3 that I trade are the London Opens, 2 to 6 a.m. in New York time, and the AM session, sometimes the London lunch, it depends. And so the statistics I've collected was various. One statistic was the low or the high of the candle, right? So when the candle closes bearish, the low, the high. When the candle closes bullish, the low. When does it happen? Historically, we take 3,000. In this case, I have 3,000 because I didn't have a lot of data at the time. It's just a few years of Nasdaq 5-minute candles. And they tell us that many times, the 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. 4-hour candle, when it opens, then has to do, if it's bearish, it opens, does the high, then does the low, and then retraces and closes. Many times, the actual low or high of the 2 a.m. of the 2 to 6 4-hour candle, look, more than 700 times across the rest. It happens at the open of the candle, and there's just 5 minutes of a tiny retracement, and then it does expand. So this happens a lot. It doesn't mean it happens all the times. There's a tail curve. Many times it happens at 3. The other day, like just yesterday, it happened at 3:25, 3:30. So the low of that's going to be the low or the high for the next 4 hours follows this distribution, right? It can be a 2 and close to 2, or a 3 and close to 3, right? And it is logical, because the 4-hour candle at one point will have to have a low and a high, and it cannot be at 550, right? I mean, of course, unless it's doji and it's very terrible, a terrible shape. But this was the reflection, right? If it's true that many times the low of the candle is at 2, does that give us an opportunity to think about a model or an entry strategy or a trade that we can take at 2? And now notice that this 2 means 2 to 205 to 2010. So if you take this initial and the 210, like the first 2 slots, right? 2 to 205, 205 to 210, you have a lot of times where the low or the high are in the very first few minutes of 2 a.m., which is the pre-open, because the London Open is at 3 a.m. So having said that, I want to show you how so we're going to just go through, this is my idea. Okay, wait. So let's do it. This is my idea. We go through the entire past week, 2 a.m., we look at the chart, how I usually look at the chart. And we know that at 2 a.m., a move is going to happen, because oftentimes it's the low or the high of a 4-hour move. Not always, And not always it's the high. Sometimes it's at 3, at 3:30. But at that close of that hour, which is the close of a 4-hour previous candle that starts at 10 p.m. and ends at 2 a.m., that injects in the market a lot of volatility. And if you have clear what generally price does, goes towards orders all the time, so rebalancing inefficiencies, then you can often anticipate what's going to happen. So this is about 2 a.m. trades. Okay, that was the intro. Let's go to... I marked all the 2 a.m. candles of the past week, and I haven't looked at them. I just very skimmed at them. And so what I would like to do is just reset the chart, all charts, and I do have... so I have all of them set so that we can go and check at the 15 seconds if we want. And I want to reset properly so that we can replay. And I just want to turn on. So anytime you look at the chart, you need a little bit of the context. You just see a random stream of candles, and they don't mean much like this. So we need to build some context, which is the context that other participants in the market want to look at to make a decision, right? So there's a lot of trading activity that goes on during the Asia session, overnight session. And what did it happen there between 8 p.m. and midnight of the previous day? So we mark those levels. What does happen? What's the high of the previous day and the low of the previous day? Previous day high and lows are very important because institutional entities will work with the previous day close or the previous day high and decide on strategies. And so those are important levels. So luckily for you, I do have a free indicator that I use myself, which marks the previous day high, the previous day low, previous day high, the Asia low, the Asia high, the previous day 50%. Let me hide this now. The previous day low. So you can get a sense. So when we're trading and it's already in a new day, new trading day that starts at 6 p.m., the futures market reopen at 6 after being closed for a full 1 hour. So you look at the chart and you get a sense for what's been happening. We have been breached the previous day high. Asia has gone high. And then at midnight, you have the high of the Asian session, which is here. And you start to form a bias, let's say, or at least get some context. Then the next thing that I usually do is, okay, first look at gaps. The price will always gravitate towards inefficiencies. So if the market didn't give enough opportunity to all participants to enter and give a fair chance to enter at all possible prices, oftentimes we will revisit those areas. It's part of a market making, shall we say, algorithm. I don't care, but the gaps get filled and revisited a lot. So there was a gap here, but I don't want to drag it too long. I just want to show you market structure. Where's my here? Why is it everything moves? All right. Okay, we can draw it by hand, or we can. I want to do reset it. 1 second. Okay, so maybe remove the shades of the zones, so it's a little bit like less cluttered, and I do have 50% of the zone marked, blah blah blah. Okay. So this is about 2 a.m. trades. We have some context. Asia has run up. We crushed through. This is at 20 at actually the open of the Asia session. We had a low. Then we ran up above the previous day high, and then rally. Midnight comes. Asia high is at the high of the midnight. We have the midnight price, which is an important level for, some say, the true start of the day. But true, some people say it's 1:30. It's okay. We move on from that idea. But what can we say about the market structure? So we know that the point I want to make is that, you know, we're at 150, 159, and we know that it could be the high or the low of the 4-hour candle. That's the other thing I want to show you for you. Is we can draw, we can see the previous 4-hour candle, and then we can gauge how the new candle will open and maybe go down, maybe go up. That's what we need to decide right now. Okay, so you're at the chart. Sometimes it's very easy, and you just can go for easy 10 points, 20 points, and you're done for the day if you take one trade a day. Let me draw something for you. So this range, 50%, is Fibonacci level, or as people call it in some context, OTE, optimal trade entry. Okay, let me, now that I've seen what would happen, but you just don't assume that we're doing this blind, right? I don't care. I just want to show you that you can find an opportunity to trade every time at 2 a.m. and if your bias is correct, you can make easy money. Okay. In this case, what does market structure tell us? We broke this high, so we're bullish. We were bullish. Then we came down and we broke this protected low. So now we're bearish. Theoretically, if this 1 minute market structure holds, we are in a bearish stance. There was a continuation, and this is a weak low that we will breach and continue to the downside, while this is the protected high. Yeah? Makes sense? We know something's going to happen at 2 a.m. Is it up or is it down? Well, there has been a retracement that we can connotate. First, we reach a Fibonacci level between 62%, 705. Second, there's an algorithmic signature. We are bouncing around the midnight price. The midnight price is very sensitive because some entities enter and place orders and base their decisions on the midnight price. It's usually not the end-all be-all resistance point or support point, but it does always react. It does always react. You can expect that a move of 5, 10, 20 points will always originate from the midnight. I do this, I ping all my friends in the Discord where this happens, and it does happen a lot. Okay, so what other things are there? Okay, let's use the powers that be of my indicator and turn on the supply and demand areas. I haven't tested this, see if it gives us anything, something. It doesn't show it. Let me show you a different setting. Now you can be very sensitive and only take a 3 candles structure to mark swings, or you can use 5. So let's see what happens if I only use 1, and if it shows us that there's a, and it still doesn't want to show us that there's a SNDR. Well, let's do it ourselves. Is there an SNDR here? Is it maybe on the 15 seconds, right? Let's do that. Actually, yeah, genius. Who had this idea? Okay. So we're here. We turn on my indicator. I just build some context around the market structure, and I know that at 2 a.m. something will happen. So there was one here, and we're apparently inside this peak zone. So the SNDR would be last up move, so we'll be here. So we broke it. There is something here that didn't break the structure. Okay. What if we change the setup? Hey, this is strange. I just also demoing a little bit of my market structure indicator. What can you expect when you'll be able to finally get your hands on it? Nothing shows up. What if we put a 3 in there? Hey, you know it's going to go down, right? And so we saw it. I'm just framing it, the reason to show you why it will go down. Okay, so this is at least something. So this is the last up move before we broke this level. This was the SNDR that held price was violated. So if you're reading market structure, you think, okay, this entire zone, now this is counterfeit. So we can have a we can go back up there, but the market structure has shifted to the bearish side and we might go down. All right, let's keep this. We have many more examples to go through, so let's go through it. Okay, so generally I usually look at the 15-second candles, 1-minute candles, 5-minute candles. Shall we click the forward button? What would happen? So imagine that at 2 a.m. you have to make a decision. We have to make a decision. Let's see if we are close to the origin. Well, this is a huge candle, right? So there's actually no zone. There is a little bit of a retracement here. Yeah, not black. A sort of origin-ish area, right? The actual last candle is very big. Oh, let's see it in this huge. Yeah, this is the whole origin basically is this candle. So we are in an origin. We can slightly qualify it like this. All right, just to show that we are in a delicate area towards the top of this range, and we do two taps. Now generally what can happen is that the either we just run a 2 or we do the first few minutes a slight retracement and go down. So the way I would do this if I would open a trade here is measure. I want to enter exactly at 2 a.m. How big was this? It is actually 6-point stop. All right. Yeah, well, all this work for nothing. The scale sometimes of the candles during London is lower. Okay, let's see. There's 2 equal lows. Market structures turn to bearish. Can we use this as a target for our trade? 6-point stop, 12-point profit. This is a 2-hour trade. You can enter with 41 micros. I don't know how much you want to risk. Okay, I click the button now. Forward. It's 2 a.m. It's doing 15 seconds at a time. Yeah, of course. Painful. Oh my, it's going slow. I wonder if it's going to work. Okay, yes, it has worked. Okay, so we built a narrative and we know that at 2 a.m., between 2, 2:05, 2:07, 2:10, the very first few minutes of the 2 a.m. candle, a move will happen. And generally is a move that's at least 10, sometimes 20, sometimes 80. This morning, 2 a.m. move was 80 points. I only captured a small part of it, 20 something, and I should have held for more. Yeah, and it is what it is. Okay, so this one we did. Next, out of it is it reverted me to 1 billion years ago. This is gonna be painful. Where were we? Oh my god, if only I could skip. If only I could skip Monday 24. Where did we throw? Was it a Monday? 27? Yeah, last week. 18, there you go. This is the trade. Next 2 a.m. Let me remove this. So the next one happens here. I need to find a better way to, if you do it with hindsight, it becomes less fun, but at least I don't have to reset every time the chart. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the thing is the context will only appear if, yeah, okay, then we're gonna do it in just a okay, let's do it. Because the context of the previous day high, previous day low, my indicator will only draw the last one. So I'm not gonna draw all of them. That's why you don't see them here. They are all shifted to next week. Okay, let's do it by hand. There has been, maybe with a little bit less context, just to show you that moves at 2 a.m. can be quite violent. Okay, so it's been a huge push. You know, might be worth to do it properly. Okay, wait for stuff to draw. Okay. Just remember, 18th of February. Okay. So what happened this time? This time the push happened before the 2 a.m., right? So we open, went down, we breached the previous day high. This time is another bullish move. We came back up. We sort of broke the market structure, and then after we rebalanced an area, what happened? It tricked me. Okay, something happened. So, well, this is actually quite instructive. Check the lines. Check the lines. So the overall strong level was close above here, right? So this becomes an area that was the one responsible for breaking this level. What time is it? Almost at 1 a.m. So 1 a.m. injection of volatility as well. It came down, take 50% of this zone to the tick, and then run. Okay. Now, what a run has been. This is where, can we take a trade at 2 a.m.? Okay. After this happened. So what do I see? I see a volume imbalance. Early in London, because of the slightly less liquidity, you get this gaps in price where there's actually no body that goes through them. You see, we left a few, and yeah, we left a few, and some are unfilled. So what about it? This is the NQ, by the way. It's not MNQ. So this is actually the actual future, the big one, the mini. And okay, so we are 558. You see this crazy run. Now, this is also an important point that I want to teach you. Well, I want to share my experience and not teach you. I can't teach anything. And it is, when you're thinking about shorting, remember, the market has not opened yet. The market will open at 3 a.m. So for 2 a.m., be very careful looking for reversals. Always look for continuations first, unless it's very, very clear that we might reverse, and of course the experience will have to teach you when that happens. So in this case, that we have a crazy run, right? We had a very huge bullish run, and we know at 2 a.m. there's going to be an injection of volatility. So we just saw, we did create a valid high, you know, we did close below this candle. We are now fighting to breach this volume imbalance, and we can't. And it's 2 a.m. and we have to decide. This is where we decide, are we going long or short? Okay, so it's 2 a.m. 2 minutes to 2 a.m. And this is also very few points, by the way. So you could say I don't even know. I would like at least to give us 10 points. For me, a trade is only worth if it gives me at least 10 points profit. Shall we try like this? I don't know, don't remember how the chart looked. But okay, let's say new candle opens. Don't want to play the reversal. It seems we're being supported. This is pretty thin read without using previous zones in the price much earlier than this. Maybe I have to go into higher time frames. We're just not doing it, but you can. And you might be very precise on where price will reach to. For now, it's just, okay, 2 a.m., up or down. Okay, 2 a.m., up or down, up. And doesn't want to do it. We say up. Hey, I wonder how did I know? Hey, is it gonna come down? Come on, do 10 points at least. Okay. Oh, well. Easy read, another 10 points. I do take a lot of these trades at 2 a.m. I try. Sometimes I'm wrong, actually. That does happen. Then it's my first trade, 2 a.m. is a loss, and I'm sad for the day. And I'm sad for the rest of the session. But, you know, this is something I do. Okay, 10 speed. Can you go fast? Oh, look at that. It would give us... Now the thing is, when the open, I just want to show you that when the open actually happens, you might get a really big short, but then it's 3 a.m. These already gave us, you know, almost 18 points. 18 points. All right, nothing to sneeze at. Okay, we are 18th of February. We have to do the thing again, 18. So we have to go to 19. Yeah, beautiful way to do this. Oh, such a YouTuber. Ah, you can actually see what happened. And then we move to the next. So look at in hindsight, you took some profit. You could have taken 20. And then look. That's what I told you. Reversal might come at the open at 3 a.m. And in fact, at the open, we went down. Try to rebalance this SNDR. We came around 50% of this SNDR, and then we continue to the downside. And it seemed there was a dilly-dallying, trying to get here, fail, double top, and then at the open, the real move. Okay, next. The next is... Hey, I didn't mark it. What? I skipped one day. Okay, skip one day. Spoilers. This is an interesting one. Let's do this one because with context, you might make mistakes. You know? Let's just go 58. It's interesting because sometimes I do enter a little bit earlier. We saw what happens. But let's say we want to take it exactly at 2, then probably wouldn't take anything here, right? We'll see. So analysis very briefly. 2 a.m. we know something's going to happen. We already seen it. It just dumps down and then comes back up. So, but for context, this is different than the runs of the previous day because this time we're below the previous day high. Hey, no audio, please. Okay. We're below the previous day high. So, and what's the market structure? Well, interesting. This might be worth doing. So we have a previous day high. And we have a previous day low. Check it. Okay, we are in the optimal trade entry area where shorts are possible, but we breached it by a lot, right? So we're above 80% of the retracement of the previous day. But okay, what can we see? There has been a great retracement from 2 p.m. Market opens, creates a gap. High. We reach 50%. This is actually very didactic, right? Look, we got to 50% of this zone, from this high to this low, 50%. And what does the market do? Start to move down. Seems like market structure and DTFX do work to the tick often. Okay, so we got Asia high at 950. Then structure broke to the downside. We came back up trying to continue. Double top-ish, failed. Continue to the downside. I would say the trend is now bearish, right? Okay, so bearish break. We reach down here. We now even have a major higher time frame structure that has been broken. We reached this zone of 50%. We bounce off it. And it would seem that now we flipped bullish, right? Sometimes you have to check the higher time frame narrative to show you that you can't only use, you have to be aware of the larger context. Let me remove the engulfing candles. Yeah, as you can see, on 5 minutes, the market structure has flipped to bearish. Yes, we've been coming back up, but the protected high is up here. This is still a bearish market structure. Even if you see, oh look, we flipped bullish on 1 minute. No, we didn't. On 5 minutes, the protected high is up there. So here's where you need to do a balancing act and decide, is this the time where the 1 minute flips and then soon is going to carry with itself the 5 minute and we go up? Is this the reversal? What did I tell you? 2 a.m. is very, very rarely the reversal because London hasn't opened yet. So generally you want to do continuations. London equals, 2 a.m. equals continuation. So having said that, continuation of what? The 1 minute or the 5 minutes? Well, we know the answer. Hindsight trading is the best trading, right? So, but check the signals, right? Okay, let's say if we look at the 5 minutes, this is a nice SBS, right? On 5 minutes. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This already has the candle close, so you know exactly what's going to happen. Sometimes there's a leakage of info. This candle, we already know, is going to reach here. All right, spoiler. We will be 1 candle earlier. So on the 5 minute, we have a continuation, a swing breakout sequence that would hint that we're going down. So on the 1 minute, if we didn't get tricked into thinking that we're going down, you could think, hey, we flipped. We're now testing again this 50%. I would say if we close below here, then we are bearish. But if we wait 1 extra tick, it might run. So you have to make a decision now. Also, I want to show you this, that we came back and tipped. When I say that the midnight price is sensitive, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's sensitive, right? So, what a minute. So we came back and tapped it, and 2 a.m. high or low of the 4-hour candle that's coming, direction. Higher time frame says low, lower time frame says high. You decide. I don't draw a trade because it's hindsight, right? But we are, let's say, we know the next tick is going to go down. So let's say protect ourselves above midnight, 7 point, and then try for 10. See what happens. Okay. it's like I know something. But what you want to learn is not these hindsight trades that are worthless. You know, who cares? Who cares about somebody showing you with hindsight what happens? But what I want to show you is this. At 2 a.m., if you're right, you can take 10 points. Fast. That's what traders like, right? A trade that goes fast. So you place yourself just a few minutes, enter just a few minutes before 2, and if you're correct, it goes. Sometimes you have to be a bit patient, wait that it goes a little bit like this, and then you enter. And yeah, sometimes you wait to a 7, to a 10, as I showed you in the chart, right? What was it? You see. Look, sometimes it happens at 210, right? So 220, it does happen. So don't get mad if it retraces a little bit. This is just the big numbers, overall ideas. Okay, I think the video is already pretty long. Let's go back to, I deleted what okay, let's do it like this. Okay, let's see if I can. Camera. Right. Yeah, okay. So, recap. 2 a.m. many times is a volatility injection. So, price will move 10, 15, 20 points in a direction between 10 and 10, between 2 a.m. and to a 5, to a 7, to a 10. So, have a clear idea. What's the target? Where price should move? What's the weak high, weak low, the liquidity, equal highs, equal lows? And also, second rule, try not to counter trend, only go in trend. 2 a.m. generally, there's exceptions. Don't come in the comments and say, hey, you told me. No. In general, anything can happen with price. So anything and the opposite of everything. But in general, stay with the trend, possibly higher time frame trend. Do not hunt reversal at 2 a.m. Hunt continuations in general. Then that will serve you. Do not be too greedy because the open is at 3. So sometimes the move does happen at 2, like today, but you want to keep your targets short. 10 points is good. I think 10 points is achievable and with a good risk reward. Sometimes 15, sometimes 20. It depends on the context. And assess the analysis. As you know, as you've seen, I use previous day high, previous day low, Asia high, Asia low, and the current market structure. I try to gauge what the market structure is telling me. Are we in a bearish environment? Are we in a bullish order flow? And of course, I see a lot of things in the chart, and sometimes this makes it easier. But this is what I had for you. It's the secret strat. Enter a trade at 2 a.m., hope to be right, and you might get 10 points. That's all. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, if it was rambly and it's bad, tell me. I have big shoulders. I can take feedback. If you enjoyed it, please give a like, subscribe, tell your friends to subscribe. We're waiting to get to 1,000 subscribers. Then I'll release the indicators in a bundle, if you're interested. If not, it's fine. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to use anything. Do your thing. I appreciate you all for your attention. Attention is scarce. So the fact that you're watching me, it's a privilege, and I feel thankful for it. So, thank you again. Ciao, and have a good day.